I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy. Jump. Four down. Tighten up.
They'll run with Lynch. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now second and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Marshawn Lynch, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Now Roethlisberger. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That one goes for 24 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
On the jet sweep, this is Johnson. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all. As we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. This is Johnson. He's got it. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the longtime Bengal, Leon Hall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And you can't say enough about our man making the interception right there, Brandon. It's his 12th year in the league, and you told me before the game that he still got it, and he does. What a play that was to come away with the football.
We own it. We own it. Gun. Rush in.
They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Mike 50. I don't think you got it, son. Kill. Watch twist.
Now Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Here's Switzer. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner. And with good timing, you get a completion, as we just saw there.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Roethlisberger. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So we've reached... You sure you're ready for the third quarter? Need to use a bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd. And a yard.
Hey! He's coming, he's coming, he's coming! We got double up, double up. Kill, kill, kill. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Under 10, under 10.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Go, go, go.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They run it with Carson. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
So that drive, 7 plays in length, and it's all capped off by a Marshawn Lynch touchdown run. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this one. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that was the fly route for a touchdown, and since he caught that one and scored it, I got to tell the story before the game. We were standing there. He was running deep routes, dropped one. It bounced up and just hit me right in the gut. And I said, come on, man, but there was no drop.
Yeah, you okay now?
I'm good.
All right,
I'm good.
We got the ice pack up here. You're just fine. What I loved about it was the subtlety of the route, because everyone knows he's fast. They're going to play him for that route first and foremost. But sometimes it's a head fake. It's varying your speed off the line of scrimmage. It's giving the defensive back different angles to think about. Is he going inside? Is he going outside? And then, as you noted, he just took off past him. Oops, there he goes again.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They run for it with Carson. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
You got me, right? Don't be scared of it. Let's go double count right here. Double count. Check.
Now a give. Running right is Lynch. And able to work his way down to the 16. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
One left.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it first and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown.
Check 13. Check 13.
They'll try to run with Carson, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Oh, this is blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. Following the botch PAT, they're set to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Ben Roethlisberger and the offense down by 9, just under 2 minutes to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery, but first things first. 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. Roethlisberger got to get his guys to the line as quick as he can. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Carson to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going on the ground with Homer. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Again, it's Homer. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They'll run this with Homer. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They'll run again with Lynch. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon.
Up it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen.